elections. As the Unity Palace wraps up a strategic round of consultations with CPDM heavyweights from across the country, the Northwest and Southwest delegations made their voices clear, pledging 100% support for President Paul Biya. And with eyes on a sweeter future, Cameroon is betting on sustainable cocoa to double its production by 2030. Backed by the Worldwide Fund for Nature, farmers are embracing eco-friendly practices that protect both crops and climate. Welcome to the 6:15 News, reaching you live from our studios in Douala.
Before the Minister of State, Secretary General of the Presidency of the Republic, Ferdinand Gongo,
Thanks and welcome back. You can hook up with us on our respective platforms on Canal International. Now we begin from Yaoundé, where consultation talks have wrapped up, as the Unity Palace, as the Secretary General of the Presidency of the Republic, Ferdinand Gongo, received a delegation from the Northwest and Southwest regions of the country. And as of course, consultation continues across the world. That delegation actually made it a voice, or members of the delegation made their voices heard, and they have pledged 100% support to President Paul Biya for the 2025 presidential election. Beatrice Ngamo reports from the presidency.
before the Minister of State, Secretary General of the Presidency of the Republic, Ferdinand Gongo, July 7, is the Minister of Territorial Administration, Paula Tanganji, with a delegation from the Northwest region.
Gave us an important message from President Paul Biya: serenity, determination, and that the house is in order. It was an open debate because President Paul Biya said that we should speak freely. The parliamentarians had time to discuss, to make suggestions, and to make some comments on burning issues.
Discussion to see what strategies they can put in place in order to have a resounding victory for the CPDM candidate, but also relaying the worries and concerns of the people.
Also, the parliamentarians, we are people of the ground, we are people of the grassroots. What can we advise? He wants to seek our opinion on how things will go so that we have a resounding victory in the region.
Despite the ongoing crisis rocking the Northwest region, the region Paula Tanganji reiterates remain loyal to Paul Biya, adding points why the sentimental attachment.
At the end of the day, we just said one thing which is very important. President Paul Biya was made fond of us, and that our support to him is total, unflinching. We can make it clear, crystal clear, that President Paul Biya is the natural candidate for the CPDM and Cameroon, but is a candidate 100% for the Northwest. And I gave certain statistics. Most important political achievements were taken to the Northwest. For instance, the birth of the CPDM, the birth certificate of the CPDM is in Bamenda. The head of state took the 50th anniversary of the military to Bamenda. We have a state university. We can boast of 2 prime ministers, head of government, and other big things that he has given the region. So I think it was a discussion to thank President Paul Biya and to tell him that our support is unflinching.
The sister Southwest region took the relay later in the evening. The setting, like tone, the same, affirming message for full mobilization, territory coverage, and loyalty. Also a crisis-ridden region, they conveyed the message of the people as it is to be told. They listened to the recommendation of the party scribe before setting the course and open support for their candidate Paul Biya for the upcoming presidential elections in Cameroon. Both regions were represented by ministers, senators, and deputies.
Thanks very much, Beatrice Ngamo. With eyes on sweeter future, Cameroon is betting a sustainable cocoa to boost its production or double its production by 2030. And backed by the WWF, that is the Worldwide Fund for Nature, farmers are embracing the eco-friendly approach or practices to protect both crops and the environment. Morindi reports.
Cameroon has recorded an annual cocoa production of 300,000 tons over the past 2 years, a notable rise from the 250,000 tons produced 4 to 5 years ago. Experts believe these yields could increase and even further if farmers and cooperatives adopt sustainable cocoa production and conservation practices.
Since several years, the government and all the partners has developed a new strategy on cocoa production, indicating that before 2030 we reach the number of 100,000 tons.
The Worldwide Fund for Nature is playing a critical role in reinforcing sustainable cocoa farming across the country. The organization is committed in improving soil production and instilling a culture of high-quality cocoa production. This initiative aligns with the government's ambitious strategy of reaching 600,000 tons of cocoa by 2030.
Sustainability means three main things. The first one is that what you're doing is in line with the protection of the environment, with the conservation. The second one is that it's taking care of the people who are living around what you protect.
To achieve this, Worldwide Fund has continuously trained cocoa farmers on modern cultural techniques, provided quality seedlings and extended financial assistance, all to boost productivity while preserving the environment.
WWF is playing an important role. First of all, they train farmers to all that we call good agricultural practices, for them to master really what they want to do in line with the protection of the environment.
As part of activities to mark World Chocolate Day on July 7, Worldwide Fund held a conference with journalists on June 6 in Douala. The objective was to educate the media on ongoing actions by WWF and its partners to encourage reporting that supports sustainability and awareness around cocoa farming practices in Cameroon.
Morindi reporting, they were banned, criticized and almost forgotten, but today the famous 19-seater buses, fondly called cargos, are back, cleaner, safer and of course more reliable and organized. The surprise comeback is actually a sparkling relief to commuters in Douala who are actually seeking for more reliable, cheaper transportation. Bouquet Melenge reports.
Once dismissed as unsafe and disorderly, the iconic 19-seater cargos are reclaiming their place on Douala's busy streets. Their return follows new measures from the Transport Syndicate aimed at improving discipline and safety. From designated stops to stricter enforcement of traffic rules, everything is being done to without evidence and government approval. We collaborate with the Divisional Officer of Transport and its syndicate. We work hand in hand to avoid urban indiscipline, but mostly to ensure the safety of our passengers. For many, especially in this time of high living cost, cargos provide a vital low-cost transport option. While once considered as hazard, these buses now offer a sense of normalcy for people commuting daily across the city.
It's very easy, it facilitates my movement and it's cheaper.
You carry passengers from Bunaberi here to Center Market or from Bunaberi to Ndokoti. At the times, the price go up to 300 francs.
To avoid friction with authorities and to maintain order, operators and drivers have agreed on a new code of conduct ranging from passenger limits to route discipline. But the road isn't entirely smooth.
We don't have any choice, even if things are okay or not. We're supposed to defend ourselves so that our own family can also eat. But for the way things are going on, everyone is trying to...
The sector continues to operate in a grey zone.
Thanks
to our syndicate, we are no more under restriction. We have been given the right to resume our activities back, but this time with the new name, minibuses, not cargos anymore.
Ces voitures sont des minibus de transport urbain.
For now, the return of the cargo buses remain unofficial but tolerated. What lies ahead depends on whether this informal revival fully official transport policies.
Bouquet Melenge reporting there. Thanks, Bouquet. And in the heart of economic capital Douala, amid hustles and hardship, a young woman is actually making her mark. Very inspiring indeed. And with just one click at a time, let us meet Kelly, who is a university graduate and uses her cameras, of course, to challenge all the stereotypes and claim her independence. Sherifa Saleh went fishing for this lady Kelly on their inspiring journey.
Every day, Kelly steps into the busy streets of Douala, offering passersby something more than just a photo. She offers them a moment captured, preserved, and enlarged. Before I leave home every morning, I draw a plan on how I will move around and prospect to clients. When I convince them, they send their preferred picture either via WhatsApp, a flash drive, or a normal picture card. When I enlarge them, we fix a rendezvous where I hand it back to them. In her mid-20s, Kelly is a graduate from the University of Douala. With limited job opportunities after graduation, she turned to photography, initially to fund her education and now to sustain her daily life.
She's just a little girl that knows what to do. That's why she's working and she's learning. She's using this work to pay her school. That's why she's motivated to work like that. Yes. So the small time that she's having, she's coming here to work, and the other time she's schooling.
For over 2 years, Kelly has offered photography services on the streets, taking quick portraits, printing them, and enlarging them on wood or plastic for clients. Prices start at around 5,000 CFA francs, and her work has gained popularity among customers who praised her eye for detailed and respectful approach. I do really appreciate her determination. She supplies on time and does clean work. Seeing a young girl of her age working so hard gladdens my heart. What makes her stand out even more is the rarity of seeing women in the field. Her colleagues admire her drive, and slowly, with each portrait she delivers, Kelly is also reshaping the narrative about what women can do in the informal economy. I chose to do this job because I realize women are not in this sector of activity. And seeing a girl here attracts people and gives me a lot of visibility. While she still hopes to find a more permanent, better paying job one day, photography remains more than a stopgap. It's become a symbol of independence and resilience.
Well, thanks very much for that beautiful report there, and of course courage to that very industrious graduate. Zesty, refreshing and bustling with health benefits, lime, of course, is more than just a fruit in the market stalls. In this season of plenty, Cameroonians have been urged by nutritionists to take advantage of the healing powers of the vitamin C-rich citrus. Beatrice Ngamo.
Limes are small, round or oval citrus fruit, typically green when fresh and can turn yellow as they ripen. They are known for their tart, acidic juice and strong aromatic oil in their peels. Like here at the Fundi market, this green, yellow small fruit can be found in plenty in other markets in Yaoundé because it is in season and is coming also not far off from villages in the Mbam. Natasha buys her bag of lime here at the Fundi market at 15,000 francs and makes her profit of 10,000 francs at the end of sales. She knows some health benefits like vitamin C and antibiotics. Adding, a lot is being done with the citrus fruit.
On fait aussi les médicaments avec. On fait plusieurs choses avec le citron. C'est important même d'avoir ça à la maison.
The measurements are in heaps and in containers for those who buy in large quantities. Lime juice, squeezed from the bottle, is another way of preservation, especially now that it is in abundance. This too is being sold in the markets.
Le jus de citron, même ça fait 1 an, même ça fait 2 ans, il n'y aura jamais des asticots.
Pour conserver le citron pendant 2 ans, 3 ans, la couleur peut changer.
Vendors who have been in the business for many years say the fruit is a source of income and livelihood. Through the eyes of the nutritionist, we get other health benefits of limes.
Ça favorise le milieu alcalin en tant que milieu alcalin.
Promotes an alkaline environment. As an alkaline environment in our body, it gives health. Diluted in lemonade. If we can drink lemonade every day, it's good health. It is very good.
Citron, c'est la santé à 100%.
The vitamin C component of lime is another beauty factor.
Lorsqu'on parle de vitamine C,
when we talk about vitamin C is a generator of collagen, and we can say in this sense that yes, lemon is good for the skin, for beauty, the best for hair, nails, skin, and
cheveux, les ongles, la peau, tout ça.
This notwithstanding, some individuals cannot consume like others because of health challenges. But for those who do, it is time to enjoy this fruit to the fullest, to reap all the benefit that goes with the lime fruit.
Well, sorry, thanks. It's Shuri Hamid reporting. And since we're talking about food and fruits, Taste Festival has been unveiled in Cameroon's economic capital, Douala, with 360 municipalities actually celebrating food, culture, and local pride. Ambo Gladys went tasting some of this food.
Eru, Ndole, Achu, Kondre, Koki are some of the traditional meals expected to be exhibited during the Cameroon Taste Festival, which initiators, the Employers Union of Hotel and Tourism Industries, plan to officially launch on November 2025 as part of efforts to revive tourism in Cameroon. A strategic platform to showcase made in Cameroon products in order to promote local development through gastronomy, an event expected to bring together all 360 councils for a shared journey through taste and tradition.
This is a festival of flavors, a true culinary journey of discovery. Our goal is for Cameroonians to explore and better understand their country through its rich culinary heritage. We are inviting all 360 councils across Cameroon to identify their finest chefs. We must actively promote Made in Cameroon and revive tourism. Culinary arts must become a key driver of flavor-led tourism development.
The events will feature municipal tasting stands, gastronomic competitions, and culinary demonstrations, along with cultural activities, workshops, and youth entrepreneurship showcases. Two key inaugural talks will set the tone. The first will explore how food can foster social cohesion and national identity. The second focuses on innovation, marketing, and sustainability in the agri-food chain.
Beyond culinary discovery, we are committed to ensure that every region is represented. From traditional dressings to decorative elements, each will reflect the cultural identity of the regions.
From farm to fork, organizers want as a national treasure, level with purpose and with a future.
Thanks very much, Ambo Gladys. Of course, appetizing and enticing there, Cameroon's cultural identity. You are drawing the curtain for this edition of the 6:15 with me, Kejan Henry Atimbe. Liu Peju is coming up with the brief, the actuality. From all of us is goodbye.